Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I've had a wonderful student ask me, how do I do the arrangements? Okay, so let's just have a little lesson here on answering that question, how to do arrangements. Okay, let's say you didn't want your buttons to go left and right. Let's say the person who's paying you to do the app says, hey, I want my buttons to go vertically. Could I do that? Yeah. So I would go to my layouts, right? And I would go get a vertical arrangement. And let's say I put it next to, like, okay, let's put it in here. Now, will it let the canvas go next to them? No. So let's say I want this next to my, do you guys see how I really want my buttons next to my canvas? Are you with me? So how would I do that? Because look at this. It's not letting me put it next to it. Are you with me? It's letting me, the screen is automatically like vertical. So how do I do that? Well, what you would want to do here then is go get a horizontal arrangement. Okay, put the horizontal arrangement in here. Okay, so this guy is HA horizontal. I'm going to make it fill parent. Okay, there it is. And now I could put this guy in here, and I could take this canvas and put it in there. Are you with me? And now I could take my buttons and put them in here. Okay, and now can I have vertical alignment? By the way, could I do this? Yes, I go up here. I go to HA panel. I say visible is false. And I could go in here to horizontal arrangement number 1, background colors none. And could I do this? Actually looks kind of cool. I kind of like it. Okay, so can we do whatever we want? Yeah, if you get it into your mind of what you want to do, and then you just make it do what I want to do. So I had to put the two next to each other, so they have to be in a horizontal arrangement. Are you with me? But then I had a vertical arrangement inside of a horizontal arrangement, so it could be next to each other, and the buttons could be vertical. Okay, are you with me on that? Who's getting this? Okay, that looks pretty cool. Kind of like it. Okay, so does that help you with arrangements? And then the cool thing about arrangements is now you can go in here and center them. You can center it vertically, right? So I can center vertically, up and down. Okay, and I can center horizontally. Were you able to get in today? They were supposed to reset your password, German. Butler Tech 1, capital BUTLER, Tech, TECH 1. No space. Does that answer your question? So you drag your arrangements on the screen and then you put things into the arrangement. Okay, watch this for a second. Watch this. This is my vertical arrangement right here. Watch. Ready? Visible, none. Do I have any more buttons? And do I have a canvas? No, it all disappeared, right? So that's the cool thing about the canvas is I can shove a lot of things in these horizontal arrangements, and then in my code I could say, okay, horizontal arrangement dot visible equals false, and you don't see any more of the buttons or the canvas. Anything that's inside goes away. So I can do a lot of controlling with just one arrangement now. Okay, so over here I can call this, VA button panel. Okay, and I can go to background colors none, and there you go. I have basically the same thing that you have, but now my buttons are going vertically. Yeah. It's not showing the bottom. Are they visible? Make sure the visible button on the screen is on. Okay. Okay. This guy here could go width and height, fill parent. Now you can center it. buttons are centered. Okay. Yeah. How do you make it smaller? So you just go into here, right? So do we did Coblocks yesterday? Okay, so we start Coblock. So BTN camera, take a picture. We after the picture, we put it on the canvas. That's a good thing. Everybody get that running. Okay, and then we selected red, green, and blue. Okay, and then we went down here and we started dragging our finger. Did we get this in? Everybody get this in there? We drag our finger and we had some fun and we drew a line and a circle. Okay, do I have to draw circles? So what you're doing on your circle is going from 1 to something really big. So just lower this number down right here to like 1 to 5. And you're only going to have a 5 radius, which is going to be a 10 pixel diameter. 10 pixel diameter is about that big. So what's yours going to? 1 to 100 or something? What? Okay, what was it before? So now do you understand why it was so big? Yeah. The hundreds making that, because the screen, so does everybody understand this? The screen is only 300. So if you have a 100 pixel radius, that means the diameter is 200. That's taking up 66% of your screen. That's huge. Are you with me? So you don't want to do that. All right. Okay, so what is next? So now the next step in coding is to figure out what is your app doing and what's it not doing. So basically, if we go back here, can you tell me what is working? What's working? Is the camera button working? Okay, so this becomes a little checklist. Are you with me? So does the camera button work? Check. Does the red button work? Check. Does the green button work? Check. Does the blue button work? Check. Does the mystery button work? No. So what do we want to do today? We want to do the mystery button. Are you with me? So do you guys see how you code? This becomes a checklist, and you go down the checklist, and you make everything on the checklist work. So today, I'm not even going to go to this stuff because we have to do the mystery button. Okay? Are you ready to do the mystery button? All right, so here we go. Mystery button. So what are you going to do? You're going to click on the mystery button, and what happens? We have to have some random color. Who said that? Very nice. What's your name? Gabriel. Thank you for being in this class. Gabriel's brilliant. Okay, Gabriel says we need a random color. All right, so what we need to do right now is have a little lesson on RGB color values. Okay, so I'm not sure how I want to present this, but let's go into GIMP. Can everybody open up GIMP real quick? And did we do GIMP yesterday? Did we GIMP the mystery button yesterday? Okay, so you've been into GIMP before. So let's go into GIMP. All right, everybody open up GIMP, please. And let's have a little lesson on RGB values. Okay? All right, so I'm going to use a little text editor here. Okay? And these are RGB values. Okay? So let me see if I can type RGB. Okay? And that's really big. All right, so cancel. Okay, I want to keep recording. So let me go in here. All right, I'm going to go File, File New, and I'm going to go really big. So I'm going to go 6,000 by 6,000. Okay. Ooh. Wow, 335 megabytes. That's huge. Okay, so that's too big. Let's go 600. I've never done that before. Blew it up. 600 by 600. Okay. And there you go. There's a new button, 600 by 600. We're going to go to our paint can. We're going to paint this white. We're going to go get an oval button. Okay. I'm going to drag in the button over that. Get it down. Center it. Perfect. Go to your, there it is. There's your gradient. Okay. And there it is. Oh, that's cool. All right, and now I'm going to take a text tool and I'm going to drag some text here and I'm going to start coloring. I'm going to start talking to you about RGB values. Okay? So, can you guys see this? Are you guys with me? All right, so RGB values, they have three parameters. These are the red values, okay? And then you put in the green values, and then you put in the blue values. Are you guys with me on that? You can just watch this. You don't have to do it. Just watch. Just watch. Okay? So now, how does this work? Well, RGB works, and in the red can equal 0 to 255. So the next one takes in green, and green can go and equal, right, some integer value, right? Green can equal 0 to 255, right? And then blue can equal 0 to 255. Oops, 0 to 255. Okay, so how many different colors do we have? RGBs can be 256 red times 256 green. How do I get 256? 0 to 255, right? Because 0 is a number, 255 is a number. Are you with me? How many different numbers are there? 256. So this is times another 256, which equals, look back on the board, 16,777,216 different colors in a computer. Okay? In a computer. All right, that is a quick lesson on RGBs. Now watch this. You ready? If I double click on this guy, I get my colors to come up. Do you see the RGB values over here? Okay, so let's go click on a color. I'm going to color select this, click a color. Okay. Or I could use this color wheel, right? And I could use this color wheel over here. Okay. And every time I click a color, I get a different 142, 85, 78. Are you with me on that? Let's go to blue. Let's go to yellow. Yellow is 255, 255, 0. Let's go to this pink. Pink is 205, 65, 222. Let's go to this blue. Okay? So guess what? Guess what all red is? All red and no green is pure red. There it is. There's pure red. 255, 00. Are you with me? What do you think all green is? That's green. Are you with me? So what do you think 00255 is? Blue. So you go down here and you drag this in, make that 255. Are you with me? And now you can get any combination of anything you want in here. Okay? So if you start adding these together, you get different colors. Are you guys with me on that? Hello? You with me on that? So how many people understand that RGB values go from 0 to 255 in red, green, and blue? Raise your hand if you do. Who does not? Okay, nobody raised their hand, so I guess everybody gets it. All right, so let's go back and program then. With that little bit of information, you now can set the mystery color. Are you ready? Okay, so here we go. Back to MIT. All right, so when I click on the mystery color, do you guys remember coming up here and setting the paint color? We're going to do the same thing, so I'm going to grab this guy. But guess what? Am I going to set it to blue? No, because that wouldn't be a mystery color, right? So what box on here could help me with colors? The color folder, right? So you go to colors. And do all these look like mystery colors? No. But let's go down. What about this guy here where I can make a color? You think I could use that? Yeah. So I'm going to go over here and make this color. But guess what? I'm not going to make 25500. Who knows what color 25500 is? It's red. So would this make red every single time? Yes. Do I want it to make red every single time? No. Let's go back to what Gabriel said. Gabriel, what do I want this to be 25500? No, you want it to be what? What'd you say? Random. Did everybody hear that? So this has to be a random what? A random number. Yes, the number gets you the color. Are you with me on that? So you guys are brilliant. So we're going to take these numbers out. And what could help me with numbers? The math folder. So I'm going to go down here and look what he just said. Look. Look. Look at this right here. Does everybody see this? Random integer from 1 to 100. Plug that in there. Not 1 to 255. You're really close. What is it? 0. So you're just going to go in here and say, hey, now that you understand RGB values, this is 0 to 255. That would give me a random red. Are you with me? So how do I get green and blue? Just drag it down, copy, paste, right? Now I have a random green, 0 to 255. Now I have a random blue, 0 to 255. And now you have a mystery color that's going to range with 16,777,216 different colors. So every time they click on that, they get a different color. Try it. See if it works. Okay. So I'm going to pause the video right here. So we're back. That worked perfectly. Okay. Who's with me on that? It worked perfectly. And let's go back to our checklist, which is nothing but our GUI, and what works and what does not work. So the camera works, red works, green works, blue works. The mystery button now works. The canvas works. What does not work? Okay, so voice, eraser, trash can, and share. All right, I'm going to get to voice later. That's probably going to be the last thing we do because that's a longer set of code blocks. But right now I'm going to focus on, I now can color on my screen, right? So now if I don't like it, I want to hit erase or delete. So I'm going to handle these two buttons right here, right now. Are you with me on that? Okay, so let's go ahead and attack. Let's attack, erase, and delete. You ready? Here we go. Who's getting this? Who's not getting this? What up? Camera set, all you do is click on it. Let's go back up here and look at camera code. Here it is. Click on your camera button, call the camera 1 to take the picture. After you take the picture, set it to the background image of the canvas. You go down to the, do you have a camera right here? Okay, you just go down into camera. There it is. There's only 3 blocks in camera. You have a bunch. Then you probably have a button that you named camera and you have something named incorrectly. You probably literally don't have a camera on your page. So go back to your designer. Do you have this camera icon down here at the bottom? You do? And what's it called? What is it? What's it called? Camera? It's not called camera 1? No. Did you name it camera? So you deleted the 1? Okay, that's fine. So why don't you have those 3 purple blocks then if you go to camera? Are you going to the wrong thing? Will someone check to see what he's going to? Okay, give him another set of eyes. Make sure he's going to the right camera icon. Work with your team a little bit, I think. You figure it out? Yeah. Okay. Is it showing on anyone on your team's tablet? What? Okay, so can you work with your team member on how to connect your tablet? All you do, I'm going to go over connecting one more time. Okay, you just go to Connect Reset. You go to Connect AI Companion. You do have to make sure your tablet is on Butler Tech. Okay, this is a little tip for being at home. If you're trying to do this at home, your computer at home has to be on the exact same internet as your phone. So if you're ever connected into two different internets at home, like I know at my house I have TrendNet and then I have TrendNet extension, which it considers those two different internets. You got to both be on one. Like here, you have to make sure your tablet is connected to the internet. Look at your internet connection. And I'm pretty confident that your computer is, because you wouldn't be on MIT if you weren't. Are you with me? You got to be connected to the exact same internet. And then all you're going to do is go to Reset Connection, AI Companion, scan it in, and you should be up and rolling. Wait about 7-8 seconds, and you should be going. Okay? Try that. If not, get back to me. All right, here we go. So, you don't? Why? So here we go. We're back. We solved this problem. All right, so let's just go back here really quick. Okay, guys, make sure you have these non-visible components. Are they important to have them? If you want to take a picture, the button does not take the picture. This camera icon right here does. It's basically like software communicating between the button and the camera on your phone saying, hey, camera, I want your permission to take a picture. Okay, are you with me on that? Just like downloading software, downloading an app. If you don't have the Uber app on your phone, guess what? You can't call Uber and get a ride. Are you with me? So what do you got to do first? Download the app, and then you can get a ride from Uber, okay? So here we go. The erase button. I'm going to attack erase and delete. So let's go click on erase. And let's do a little analyzing here. What are we erasing? The drawing. And where is it? Okay, so do you think we need to go to a canvas and look for some kind of erasing? Yes, so where am I going to go now? I'm going to go up here to canvas. And I'm going to cruise through here and see if there's anything that will help me erase. You guys see anything in here that could help me erase? Yeah. Yeah. Here you go. Dot. Clear. It may not say erase, but guess what? It's going to clear it, right? Was that too hard to figure out? Okay. Bada boom, bada bing, erase is done. What's next? Delete. So let's go tack delete. I'm going to click on delete. Right? I'm going to click on delete. And do you think delete would want to clear the canvas also? Probably. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this guy. But then delete also does what? Clears the picture. Clears the picture. So this one's a little tough. Okay. This is a little bit tougher logic, but once I show you one time, you'll get it. Okay. So do you remember where, let's go back, we want to reverse engineer this, right? Do you guys remember here where we set this picture background to get image? Guess what? We're going to reverse engineer this, right? So I'm going to take this down here, okay? And instead of setting the image, look at that, it's not going to like it. What do we have to do to this image here? I want to say that it goes to nothing, okay? And let me show you how to do this, right? So you're going to go get a text box, and there it is. There's quote, quote, and that background image goes into nothing. So you just deleted the image by setting it to nothing, okay? That's why we got covers, okay? So now I want you to go and test your app. Does erase work? And does the delete button work? What? Orange screen? Here? This one? This is from a text box. So if you really analyze, all right, so let me show you this real quick so that you understand this. Do we have some media files in here? Yeah. Okay. Do we have media files in here? Yes. So pick one that you like. All right. So do you guys see where I have this cool background.jpg? Are you with me? So let me show you this. So let's say I wanted to set this to cool background 1. Nope. I think it's called cool background.jpg. Are you with me? So could I set it to that name, and would it upload that name to there? Yeah, it would. Right? But guess what? I don't want it to go to a cool background. I want it to get rid of the background, right? So how do I get rid of the background? By not giving it a name and just say, hey, go to nothing. Because it's looking for an image name there, right? So when it goes to an image name of nothing, that's a null. So it resets it back to null. Okay. So let me comment this. By the way, you can add a comment by right-clicking. You're going to get a question mark. You're going to click on that, and I'm going to tell you that null equals. Okay, null equals quote quote, which equals nothing. Okay. So that's what the quote quote means. Let's say you wanted to reset a person's name to nothing, right? You want to wipe it out so they can change their name. Well, you're going to reset their name to null, which is nothing. Okay, who understands that? All right, so now let's go back over our checklist. How are we doing on our checklist now? Does the camera button work? Yes. Does the red button work? Yes. Does the green button work? Yes. Does the blue button work? Yes. Does the mystery button work? Yes. Does the eraser button work? Did anybody verify it? Did anyone run the app? Did it work? All right. Did the delete button work? Okay. Did it get rid of the picture? All right. So is this working? Yes. So what do we have left? Voice and share, right? Well, I tell you what, before we do voice and share, let's attack this little thing called an accelerometer, okay? So let's go to sensors and put in an accelerometer if you don't have one, all right? Because accelerometer can help us do things like erase. Are you with me? Okay. All right. And right now, I think I'm going to teach you how to do your first procedure. Is that cool? I love procedures, okay? So let's say I want to create a procedure in here called, I'm going to call this delete my canvas. All right, so I go ahead and grab a purple procedure to-do box, right? And now in this, you can do whatever you want to do. You just give it a name and say, hey, this is my procedure. I'm going to call delete my canvas, okay? And guess what I'm going to do? I already have delete my canvas done. Are you with me? So I'm going to take this thing right here, and I'm going to take that over here and call delete my canvas. Now, when I click the button, what do I want to call? I want to call this. So I'm going to go back here and call delete my canvas. Now, will this delete button still delete? Yes, it will. It does the exact same thing, but then you're like, Mr. Richter, why did we just do that? That was a little bit more work. Yes, it is a little bit more work, but if I want to call delete somewhere else, which I'm going to do in my accelerometer, do I have to rewrite code for the accelerometer? Or can I just say, hey, call delete my canvas? By the way, how many people in here, when they have their cell phones out, dial a number and then dial it every time they call the number? Who does that? No one. How many people dial a number and then upload it, create a contact list, right, and put a name to it, right, and just say, now Instead of dialing number, you say call dad or call mom, and it calls dad and calls mom. Are you with me? How many people do that? So that's creating a procedure. Are you with me? You're creating a procedure that stores your information, so now you don't have to type it out every single time. Now you can just say, call mom. And guess what it does? It calls mom, dials the number for you. Okay? So watch this. We're going to shake our app. So we're going to come down here and go to accelerometer when shaking. And when I shake it, what am I going to call? I'm going to go back into my procedure over here, and I'm going to call delete my canvas. Okay? Boom. Done. What happens now when you shake the app? It deletes it. Okay? If you don't want it to delete, maybe you just wanted to clear it. Could I do that? Yeah. Then all I do is, I duplicate this guy, and now it's just going to clear it. Are you with me? So that's up to you. That's a personal preference of what the user wants. Do you want the shake to clear it, or do you want the shake to delete it? Play around with it. It's up to you. Are you with me? Okay, if you want to shake it and clear it, you just do the dot clear. If you want it to delete, you call delete my canvas, and it comes over here and deletes my canvas. All right? I think, personally, I'm just going to have it clear it. So I don't have to keep retaking the picture. I can draw, shake, and not have to retake in the image. I think if I really want to delete, I'm going to go hit the delete button. Is that cool? I think that's a better user experience. I think users might get frustrated with shaking and then having to retake the picture again. Okay? All right, what's next? Share. All right? So the share button. How do you do the share button? So you go down, you click on your share button, and you click it, and you call your share icon, and go ahead. Which one do you think we're going to do? Yep, we're going to call share file. Okay? And you're going to give it a file, and the message is the name of the file. Do you guys share files with names? When you save a file, do you save it to a name? Huh? Yeah. All right. So what file are we saving? And where is our file at right now? What is the file that we're saving? You're sharing what? The picture. And where's the picture at? It's on the canvas. And what did we set it to on the canvas? The background image. So are they coming in? Is it time to leave? All right, time to go. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll finish this share button up tomorrow. All right? Okay, I'll show you how to do this. Keep calm and code on. Bye.